Hi and welcome back to the next video. Now in this video I'm going to walk you through the settings of the Scarcity Daemon Pro. Now first of all, obviously you're going to want to link this to a page. You know, this can be either, like I said, an affiliate offer, it can be a CPA offer, it can be your own product, whatever you want to offer scarcity on, so like a timed page. Then you need, first of all we need to create that page. So all I'm going to do is go across to pages, add new. I'm just going to call this something simple like test offer and click publish. What we're going to do is we're going to come across to Scarcity Daemon Pro and we're going to click add new. So offer ID, so this is just what you want to call the offer. I mean, obviously this is test offer, so it probably relate to the product or the affiliate offer you're going to be offering. So I'm going to call it test offer just so I know it relates to that page. You need to choose the offer page, which is a page we've just created. So I'm going to scroll down and I'm going to find test offer. There we go. Right, now the countdown, so I'm just going to explain these in depth to you. Right, set IP address. Now what that does, it actually logs the visitor via their IP address. So it's the counter is unique to that IP address. So they can't come in and view the page a few different times because it's tracked to their IP address. Or you can track it to cookies. So it's either IP address or cookies, whichever one you want. And that when you set either one of those, it will be a unique counter for that person. So I'm just going to kind of give you an example. If you've got a visitor, if you set your counter for 1 hour and visitor A comes in at 1 hour, he'll see the counter for 1 hour. Even if you just send the email out, say, I don't know, 12 o'clock, the first visitor comes in dead on 12 o'clock, he has 1 hour to purchase that product. Now, the second buyer or second viewer of your email may not see that email while 3 o'clock. So he only clicks the link 3 hours later than the first buyer, now the first viewer. But he still has 1 hour to view the offer. So that cookie and the IP address, it sets the counter so it's unique to each single visitor. So this kind of makes this plugin unique rather than just a generic counter on your page. Now if you just want the generic counter so it just lasts the same amount of time for each person, so for example if you set the counter for 1 hour and it started at 12 o'clock and in the same scenario visitor A comes in, it'd be able to see the counter because he's got 1 hour. But when visitor B comes in, if he came in at 3 o'clock, your counter would have finished, you can't see your offer. But if you use set IP address or set cookie, he will be able to. So it makes it unique to that visitor. Now if you get stuck with that, you know, just drop me a support ticket and I'm glad to help you out with it. Now I'm going to use set IP address. Now start time, you got to remember this, it's on Eastern Standard Time. I'm in the UK and we're like 5 hours in front of Eastern Standard Time. So check out whereabouts you are located in the world so you can, you know, easily locate, set your counters right. So today's the 7th of January. So at the moment Eastern Standard Time, it's actually 8:38. I think that's right, 8:38. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that up to start now. And I'm going to set the counter for 1 hour. So that'll be unique to me for 1 hour. So you can set it to 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever you want, 3 days, 10 days. You can do it down to a second even. Right, now the next section you need is the choose a counter type. So let's have a look. So you've got 9 different versions here. We're going to be adding more as we get them designed and add them in there. So you can see they all look totally different. So you choose which one you want. You need a counter colour, so that refers to the numbers here. So if it's a black counter, I'm going to add a white text. You can have the large, a medium, or small, and choose these wisely because it depends on your theme, you know, how responsive to change your theme is. So the one I'm using, I can use a large counter, but if for any reason you get a problem and the counter's not showing, just come back and change this and it'll be fine. Now this plugin is totally responsive, so if anybody comes in via a mobile device such as a smartphone, tablet, something like that, as long as you've activated that, they will see the mobile version of your counter. So they're all coded in HTML5. So that's the first part of these settings done. So we've got another 4 more to go. Right. Now you want to decide what you are going to do with the visitor when the page closes. So for example, if you'd set it for 1 hour and I'd already viewed it and it'd gone past my hour, now you want to decide where to send them. You can either just close the page and do nothing, so it does nothing at all, or you can send them to another page. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send them to another one of my domains. But what you can do is you could give them a second chance on the offer if you wanted to, put a counter on that page. But I'm going to go more into that in a later video. This is just really running over the settings. Now activate the overlay on the page. This adds just a little image to the side so you can brand the counter, you know, to yourself. So for example, you know, if it was for an offer, you may want to put a box cover, or you want to put a little text here that says, you know, hurry, running out kind of thing or something. You can also put a gradient overlay round the counter. So for example, I might want it blue, or then for the overlay, you just need to choose an image. Let's choose the scarcity one. Just put a box shot on the side so you can see that fits in the side. You can have that left. Alright. Right, now this second part is the activate expired image. Now I'd make sure you do this because it really does make a difference for getting them to click your button. So we've got some defaults in here, you can also add your own as well. So it's just like the warning, this page is now expired. If you leave, you will not be able to buy. So it's telling them that if they don't click the buy button now, they can't come back. So there's quite a few different ones in there for you to pick from. And that pops up 30 seconds before the counter expires. And I put it somewhere either above the buy button or right at the top of the page. You can move it around on the page via shortcodes, which I'm going to show you later. But choose one of those. Here at the bottom you can paste in your buy button. I mean, you don't have to do this, it's not mandatory to make the plugin work, but just adds a few features, like it tracks the buy button on the page so you can see how the page is converting. So all you need to do is paste in there is either the JVZoo button, the PayPal button, the Warrior Plus button, whatever you want, paste it in there and it'll work perfectly. Pasting the expiry message, so just a little bit of extra expiry, so you could put something like this: offer has now expired. If you leave the page, you can. Just something like that. Just click add new offer. And you see here it is in the dashboard. That's the offer. That's the cookie name that you've chosen. The page that it's on. That's your countdown, counter shortcode, your button shortcode, your expiry image shortcode. Obviously we've had no visits to the page at the moment with no button clicks, and obviously there's no ratio because actually I've got no button on there at the moment. Now I'll just show you what that does. So if we go back to all pages, now go down to test offer. Go to edit the page. You'll see the shortcodes are already placed in for you, so you don't have to copy them in. It's just they're there for reference on the dashboard. So if we go to view that page, You can see that I've got 1 hour now, so that's kind of counting down for 1 hour. So if you see what I mean, I've got 59 minutes 48 seconds. So now if I go back to that, go to that page again, see it's 59:37. It doesn't start again at 1 hour. It's exactly timed up with this one. Now, but so if for somebody else came into this page now, it would be 60 minutes. It'd start directly from scratch. And that is exactly unique to me, and it'll be tracked to myself. Now, that's how to set the settings up. Now, again, as I said, if you come into this page from a mobile, it'll be responsive to the mobile device that you're using. But again, I'm going to go through that in a later video. So that's roughly all the settings, the general settings covered. Now, if you can see, it's told me I've had 2 visits to the page. I've no button clicks because I haven't got a button on there. But what I can do is I'll go into this other offer, and in fact what I'll do is I'll just pause the video and I'll grab a button shortcode. Right, I've got a button shortcode. I'm just going to put it in here so you can see what it looks like. It's a JVZoo button, just a standard JVZoo button. I can update the offer. So if I go back to this page, you see before it had no buy button on. I refresh the page, the buy button appears. Right, so I'll just go back to the dashboard, refresh that page. You see the visits should have gone up. I've got no button clicks yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that button. Go back. I've had one button click, and it tells me I've got a ratio like of 0.333, which is 33%. So that means 1 in 3 people's clicking your offer, clicking your buy button, sorry. So again, that's just a general setting. It's going to go more in depth on how to use it in the later videos. Okay, thank you.